on a surprise video for me, and I guess you as well. I wasn't expecting to do this so soon after my last one, but Jessie Marie Does Stuff uploaded a tag that she put together with the FlossTube community from Stitch Mania and her YouTube, so I thought that I would do it, excuse me, before the year is out, so we're going to do that. Before I do that though, something happened last night that is just blowing my mind away. I posted on Stitch Mania that I was just wondering how people kind of connect with other people in the community and how they've found that they're able to make friends. Because I often kind of see and kind of hear about the stuff on FlossTube and stuff and Stitch Mania and other Facebook groups about friends of people and people are tagging each other and stuff. And I was just kind of wondering how those friendships came about, because it can be hard online to kind of make friends with people and stuff like that. So I got a lot of comments, like a lot, like over 150 comments, and it were comments with advice, comments with people's stories about their friendships, which were really, really cool to read. And there were also comments from a lot of people that felt the same way as I did, that they love the community, but they don't know how to get those closer friendships. So it was really cool, and I really hope that that thread has helped some people kind of connect with each other. It's definitely helped me. I got, I think, somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 friend requests, and I was sending some as well. So I've been trying to kind of chat with everyone. It is hard though when you get a random amount of requests in one day, but I woke up to a bunch of comments and stuff because I did post it kind of towards the evening here, and I was furiously replying while stitching last night, and I woke up to a lot of new notifications. But I really just want to say thank you to those people that did comment and message me and add me and all that kind of stuff. It means a lot. I already know that this community is fantastic since starting FlossTube and posting on Stitch Mania, but this has just kind of blown my mind. So if you want to find me on Facebook, just have a look for that post. My name's Laura. You'll be able to see the rest of my name and stuff there. So this tag is called FlossTube Community Year in Review tag, and Jessie Marie Does Stuff posted this on Stitch Mania not that long ago, probably about a week or so ago, asking for questions, and people contributed, there we go. And there is now a list of 50 questions that I'm going to answer in the tag. I'm going to do my best not to edit this too much, I guess. I'm going to kind of just chat, a little chatting video. So I have some notes here, and then other stuff is on my phone because I couldn't be bothered writing down the questions. So, first category is favourites and least favourites. So the first one is whip. My favourite and least favourite whip. Had to think about this quite hard, but I have 5 at the moment, and my favourite is probably Epic Pokemon. I had to toss between Epic Pokemon and my Haid, but I chose Epic Pokemon just because of the variation in colour, and it's really cool because you get to see pictures form in your stitching quite often because there is so many Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Just need to quickly fix something on this computer. Does that change anything? I hope not. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. And then I've decided that my least favourite is my warrior princess. Not because she's not pretty, it's because she's hard to work on. Yeah, she's quite boring, as you would have seen in my previous video this week. Favourite and least favourite finish. My favourite is my Bluey's Boots, which is by Country Threads. I've posted this on a few different places, including here in one of my videos I posted about it. And yeah, love it. Love that one. And my least favourite finish was, I don't think I really talked about this because this is one of my earliest stitches that I did this year, but it was the evolution of Dragonite, which is a Pokemon that my boyfriend, it's his favourite, and I decided to do that for his birthday. And I liked doing it, and it was good to do, but I didn't like the way that the writing turned out. My dogs are fighting, not in a bad way, they're just playing. they're at the door, a bit confused about why I'm talking to myself. Anyway, I forgot to leave room under the Pokemon to write their name, so I had to do it on top, and it was just a bit uneven, and I just didn't like it a whole lot. So, but hey, you live and you learn. I haven't done it since, so it's all good. FFO. My favourite FFO was my coasters that I made for my grandparents, just because they're a bit different. They weren't just a straight chuck it in a frame kind of thing. It was a bit different. There were two Dutch designs. There was one that was a windmill and one that was a rose or a flower. I'm pretty sure it was a rose though. Okay, sorry about that. Bit of a mishap happened then. I think I was talking about my least favourite FFO, which was probably the same as my least favourite finish. I didn't frame it too well, but my boyfriend reframed it and made it look really cool. New start would have to be the same as all my favourites in the previous ones, because I have only been doing new starts this year. I haven't had any, because obviously I haven't stitched before this year, so that's all in there. Tool, my favourite tool would be a Q-snap. First time ever using Q-snaps this year, and I loved it. It was so cool to discover something else to stitch in rather than a scroll frame or a hoop. And speaking of hoops, they're probably my least favourite because I don't like using them anymore. I use them for some smaller stuff, but if I didn't have to, I probably wouldn't use them. My favourite technique would have to be the loop start. I never heard of that before until my grandma told me, and then I realised it was actually called the loop start because she didn't know the name for it. So that was awesome. And then technique, I guess I've written down metallic thread because it's a technique in itself to use metallic thread, and this is my least favourite just because I've been using DMC metallic thread and it's horrible, as we all know. So yeah, that's all. That's the only reason why. Material, my favourite, well, it's a bit hard because I haven't used like the hand dyed fabrics or anything too special, but my my favourites would just be like the nice Ada, so nice soft Ada, and then my least favourite is the cardboard Ada that you get in free gifts from magazines. Really wish they would make some nicer ones. I know it's like really cheap to use the crap stuff, but it's crap. I don't like using the cardboard. So and favourite and least favourite pattern release, I'm not too savvy when it comes to pattern releases, as in I'm not really looking for them. Not because I don't want to, I just haven't kind of delved into that just yet. So I don't really know of many, so I don't really have like a least favourite because I haven't really been looking at them. But I guess my favourites would be the Geeky Stitching Co. designs that have come out over the past year, or a half year since I've been watching them. Yeah. The next category is how many, so I had to tally up a few things. So how many whips at the start of the year? I had 0. How many at the end of the year? I have 5 at the moment. So my Hade, my Epic Pokemon, Warrior Princess, Geeky Stitching Co. design, and Love Tree by Bothy Threads. How many starts during the year did I make? 31. So I've worked on 31 different projects over this year, which was way more than I thought I did. And how many finishes? I've had 27. Yeah, 27, 26, 27. How many FFOs? I've had 23 FFOs. The reason why I have so many FFOs is because they were all Christmas presents, which you would have seen in my second to last previous video. So 14 and 15 I've grouped together, which are UFOs, permanent and temporary. I have none. I haven't had to UFO anything just yet. I'm tempted with my Warrior Princess, but I think that I'll probably just keep using her over many, many years. I'll eventually get her finished, but she's not the worst thing ever, so that's nice. And how many full coverage pages have I completed? That would be 2. They were both on Epic Pokemon, my first full coverage piece. Hopefully I can get a lot more done than 2 next year because I have 2 pieces within a full coverage now. Next category is first and last. My first start and my first finish was this little lamb. If you look back in my Instagram, there is a picture of it at some point near the beginning of this little pudgy lamb that's wearing a scarf and has flowers around it. It's really cute, but it's really small. My mum found it at an op shop or a thrift store for 50 cents. And it was a kit. It did have everything in it. There was another one that I did that didn't have everything in it. But yeah, I finished that off. I've never FFO'd it. I don't actually know where it is. I think it's in my stash somewhere at Mum's house, one or the other. My last start was Love Tree by Bothy Threads. I started that 2 days ago. And my last finish were the vintage flowers in that little green frame with the string that I showed you in my December update. Next category is regrets. We're up to question 19 if you're wondering. These will all be in the description below as well. Do I have any regrets in terms of my patterns that I've purchased? No, I haven't had any regrets in that sense. I haven't bought anything that I didn't really like or kind of for no reason, so that's good. Maybe it would have been good if I'd known about some online stores sooner rather than later, just for cheaper things. It's a lot cheaper from certain stores than to go in-store here in Australia. Any regrets starting anything? Maybe the Warrior Princess. If I'd known that she was going to be that big and that boring, I wouldn't have started her. But I'm in two heads with this, 2 months. Really like her, but I also really don't like her. So I think she's something that I'm going to just do 1 or 2 days here and there. I haven't stopped anything, so there's no regrets stopping anything. And any regrets in terms of not participating in anything over the course of the year? No, I don't have any regrets in that, only because I didn't know about them until very recently. The first thing I participated in is the Stitch Mania 12 Days of Christmas, which is going on right now. I think we're up to day 6. Well, here it would be day 6, I think. He's hoping, because that's what I'm working on. But yeah, at least now I kind of know the different events and stuff that are on, so I can go through them next year as well. And I've already chosen quite a few that I would like to participate in for Stitch Mania, and I'll have a look around at some other groups I'm in as well. Next category, we're up to question 23, is new or new to you. Tool would be Q-snaps again. They've like revolutionised how I do my cross stitch. I really enjoy them, and now that I've started sewing, I'm really liking that I can make my own grime guards with the kind of width that I like, because I like a bit more width just to tuck in a bit more of the extra fabric, because a lot of my pieces, well, the main pieces I work on have a lot of excess fabric. 24, technique of stitch, parking. I was going to say this before, but I went for the loop start, but parking is new to me and I love it. I really enjoy parking. I only use it for my full coverage pieces at this point. Other pieces I just go by colour. But yeah, really enjoy parking. I think it's really worthwhile. I was kind of terrified doing it when I saw a video of it and I saw the back of their work, and it was just a bit messier than I would have liked. I've always kind of been taught by my family that do stitching to have a really, really neat back. Like my granny's stitching, her backs are the same as her front, so I always thought that was what it had to look like, but I've kind of gotten over that. I carry threads a fair bit, but hey, that's okay. Designers, all of them are new to me, because I'm new. Fabric, that would probably be my even weave that I'm using for my Haid. I've never used even weave before, it's only ever been Ada, so that's new to me. I don't have a problem with it yet. It would just be that I probably wouldn't do 2/1 again on it, and that's more of the count, that's got nothing to do with the actual fabric. New to you thread, metallic thread is new to me. I wish it was old to me. I wish I never had discovered it. But that's only really DMC. Bothy Threads Love Tree that I just started. The whole tree is metallic and I didn't realise. But their metallic thread isn't as bad as the DMC. It's not great because it's metallic thread, but it's not as bad. Sorry, my back hurts. It's not as bad as the DMC, thank God. New to you vendor or shop. My laptop's quite hot. Sorry, I just have to make sure it's getting some air in there. All of them, because again, new, but the main one has been Geeky Stitching Co. I've got a really good relationship with their owner, who's Jess. I've talked about her many times, but she's really great and she loves her job and she loves what she does. So, yeah, that'll be that one. Terminology, everything is new to me. FFOs, UFOs, whips, aughts, all that kind of stuff. It's all new to me. FlossTube Channels. Now, I like everyone. I just have to preface this with that. I love FlossTube Channels. When I first discovered FlossTube, I was like, oh my god, the videos go for like an hour. I'm never going to be able to sit through these videos. They're too long, but I don't like videos that are under 30 minutes anymore. I really like listening about stitching and I like hearing about all of your projects. So I've just got a few here that I've listed that are kind of the main ones I watch, but it's not to say that I don't like anyone else. I just don't want anyone to get offended or anything. Not that I think you would, because this is a good community. Start off with Jessie Marie Does Stuff, because she made the tag. So thanks, Jessie Marie. I don't know how to, if it's both of us one, I don't know. But I really love her videos. I love her dog, Thor. Awesome dog. I really like the length of the videos. I don't know. She's just great to listen to while I'm stitching. Floss Boss Bitches. I'm going to have to edit that out. Or maybe I'll leave it in there. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Floss Boss Stitches. Oh man, that's funny. Oh well. I'll probably leave it in there because it made me laugh so much. Anyway. Floss Boss Stitches is Carrie and Kerry, sorry if I said that wrong because I'm Australian. She has a really, really good Etsy store as well. But she's really lovely. We followed each other on Instagram before I actually realised that she does FlossTube. So, love her channel and love her projects. Sorry about the slip up again. Oh man. Stitcherista, of course. Danielle, you are a hoot. You make me laugh every single time I watch a video of yours. You're just great. You would fit in so well here in Australia with your humour, let me tell you that much. Likewise to McKenna, and of course Pepe. And I mean, like Wally, like he's the coolest dog in the whole world. I can't deal with him. Oh, but then there's Thor from Jessie. Oh, I'll just have to take both of them. Thanks, girls. No, I love McKenna, love her channel. And her projects and her humour and everything. It's really cool. Tipsy Stitcher, another Australian. Got to have a shout out to my Australian stitches. Kay's Cross Stitch. She gave me one of my first shout outs on here and her videos are great. Did anyone sit through her 2-hour video? I did and I was fine. That was awesome. Another FlossTuber that started off about the same time as I did was Little Snips. She does videos where it's just her hands in her project. And I kind of really like it like that because it kind of helps you focus on her work. She's great. She has really great length videos as well. I love seeing her talk about her stuff and her humour is really cute. And yeah, she's got some really great projects. So go and check out Little Snips. I know most of you have probably seen her stuff anyway, but hey, why not say it? Denkai, oh my god, I love you so much. I feel like we could be best friends if we were like in real life, but we could be like FlossTube best friends. I don't know, she's fantastic. She just makes me laugh so much. Love her. Delicious Threads, so cute. Love that channel. And Adele Cat Stitches. I have to give a shout out to Adele because she is my FlossTube. She's my Stitch from Stash 2017, a postcard buddy person thing. But her channel is great anyway. She has really cute projects. And I hope Lost is going well if it's not finished already. Now, that's just a bunch of people. There's definitely a lot more, but I couldn't get through everyone. The next few I'm just going to read off my phone because I haven't written down the answers. I'm just going to kind of talk about it. And now it's raining, so you might hear some nice sound effects. This is a mix of questions, so 31. What did you learn this year? I'm just going to talk about like the stitching side of things, I guess. What I learned this year was that I like things to be centered, as we've discovered earlier. I like organising my stuff over and over again. That's true. And I've learned that I can have more than one project at once. What did you teach someone this year? I taught my boyfriend how to cross stitch. I'm going to just say that it's pretty good. Did you become friends with any stitchers you only knew via social media previously? Real life friends, sorry. I did meet up with 2 people. They were from an Australian cross stitch group. We met up in our library and we had an hour and a half, 2 hours of stitching together, which was really cool. Hopefully that can go on every month. That's what we're hoping to do. I'd love to meet more, even if that means heading into the city, which is 2 hours away. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, like I said about the Stitch Mania thing, cyber friends are awesome as well. Are you happy with what you accomplished this year? Yes, I am. I managed to complete a crap ton of Christmas presents, which I wasn't expecting to do that quickly, considering I had uni full-time as well. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what happened this year. What were your goals for this year? I didn't have any stitching goals, just because I wasn't stitching. But, I mean, next year I'll be able to look back and kind of see how I went. Has your stitching style or organisation changed during the year? Yes, it has changed during the year. I originally just had one small table and then I've moved to a trolley with the table. So I have a whole video on my stitching spot and stash you can have a look at. But yeah, it's changed for the better, I think. Did you fall victim to FOMO, fear of missing out? Were there any projects that you would pass on starting if you were given the chance to go back in time and do all over? I definitely had that feeling of missing out, just because I came into the community quite late for those kind of things, but there's nothing that I chose to do because I thought that I was going to miss out on it or anything. Like, I haven't done any sales or anything because everyone else was or something like that. I kind of think about what I'm able to complete, trying to look after my mental health. Did you participate in any sales? Just said no. What did you learn about yourself through your stitching this year? I think I kind of talked about that in the what did you learn this year type of thing. But yeah, I learned that I can do more than one project, that I'm actually alright at a hobby. I have a hobby and I am not too bad at it, which is strange for me. Were there any... Oh, sorry. Question 40. What was your favourite event that you participated in this year? I'm going to say 12 Days of Christmas through Stitch Mania because it's my first one. It is really good. I'm really liking that I can pick up a different project each day depending on the theme. Most people are doing actual 12 Days of Christmas stitches, whereas I don't have one. So I kind of have just decided to match my whips with the 12 Days of Christmas sale. So, for example, today is 6 geese are laying, and I'm doing my Haid because in the Haid, the dragon is laying down. Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched, but it works. Were there any stitching fads that you didn't jump on the sorry, let me try that again. Were there any 2016 stitching fads that you didn't jump on the bandwagon for, but you're still considering? Not really. There are a few sales I would love to do next year, but I know that I'm not going to be able to have the time to do it. That's probably about it. I guess FlossTube. Oh no, but I did FlossTube, didn't I? No, that's fine. Next category is 2017. What project are you most looking forward to starting? There's so many. There's like so many that I want to start. I would love to start another one of my Haids next year, but unless I finish this one, it's not going to happen because they're just too big, too overwhelming. What project are you most looking forward to finishing? Warrior Princess, because I'm sick of it. No, it would probably have to be my Haid because I want to do another one, but I'm not pressuring myself to finish it next year at all. No way. Do you intend to be more determined or laid back in your stitching next year? I'm pretty determined as it is. Like I like to finish projects. I am a progress stitcher, but I'm also a finish stitcher, so it kind of depends on what it is. I do know that, however, that I do need to be a bit more laid back next year because of my job. You often hear about primary school teachers that don't have time for hobbies or anything, so hopefully I can still make time for stitching. That would suck if I couldn't, but I'm hoping that it's all good. But yeah, I know my limits and I know when I need to stop, so, and I also know when I need to calm down, relax, and actually do some stitching, so hopefully we can do a bit of both, determined stitching and laid back stitching. That would be cool. What event are you most looking forward to participating in? All of the Stitch Mania events seem pretty cool. Like all the random days that are going to pop up and be like, oh, that's what I'm stitching on today. I've really liked being able to see people posting in the event page, so that's really cool. Yeah, I'm going to say that. And if I can find other events on different Facebook pages that I'm joined to, then that would be cool as well. Oh, my phone locked. Man, let's try again. Okay. What are your stitchy resolutions for next year? I kind of touched on this in my last video, but I'll quickly go over them again. I want to finish my Love Tree by Bothy Threads. That would be cool. Just because it is a kit and I think that I'll be able to finish it. If I really wanted to, I could probably sit down and get it done in a couple of weeks, but we'll see. What else is there? I want to get, I did say half, but I'm going to probably cut it back to a quarter of my Epic Pokemon done. So it's roughly 5, 10. I fit this 5 pages, so a bit over 5, but a bit less than 10, somewhere in there. That would be cool. And for my Haid, I'd like to get 4 pages done of that, but hopefully I can get more because it's a bit smaller. And the other thing that I want to do next year is use my small kits from my Geeky Stitching Co. boxes to do with travelling, or when I want to do a quick stitch and get a finish done to make me feel better about myself. The other resolution I have is to give myself a break. So I sometimes kind of get annoyed that I don't get stitching done during the day, which isn't exactly healthy. I have, let's talk about it, why not? I have anxiety, so I I have panic attacks quite regularly. Latest one being last night, but that's another story. And I get quite anxious over a few things, and I like being able to do things every day, including my stitching. So next year everything is going to change for me, so I'm quite terrified. I'm also really excited though, because teaching has been my dream job since I was 9, 10 years old. So it's going to be a bit different for me to not stitch every day, but I need to accept that that's going to be my reality. And I know that after about a term, I'll be fine with it and I'll be able to have a new daily routine. Everything will be a bit different, but it's going to be just a bit scary and a bit anxiety inducing for the first couple of months, I think. So hopefully we don't need to go into damage control. We should be fine. Will you be participating in any sales? Only if Geeky Stitching Co. runs one. I've talked to Jess and she said she might run one in the summer of 2017, but the UK summer, so that's July for me, whereas I'm in summer right now, hence my summer dress. I'm very hot. It's a horrible, horrible time here. It's raining and humid and disgusting. 48. Are there any material stitches techniques you'd like to try in the new year? I'd love to try hand dyed. I think that would be cool, and I'd like to just try linen in general. Not even weird, but linen. I'm still getting used to all of the different names for it, so I feel like, I think they're all completely different fabrics, but it's just linen, isn't it? Isn't it? Are they brands? Like Lugana and etc.? That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Yes, that's probably it for those new things. Last 2 questions are non-stitching. So, what was the best thing that happened to you this year? This is a really difficult question for me because this was probably one of the biggest years of my life. I finished uni, graduated with first class honours, got a job in the teaching profession, which is very hard to do in Australia, or at least in my state at the moment, because there is a lot of graduate teachers with not enough jobs. I started cross stitch, I got puppies, and it was my 2-year anniversary with my boyfriend, so a lot went down this year, you could say. So all of those things were the best things that happened to me this year. I can't really choose one because they're all fantastic. If I had to choose one, it would probably be getting my job. But I don't know, that's hard. And the last question was, do you have any resolutions for next year? I do. It mainly revolves around my job, and I don't want to go into it too much because I do harp on about it. I can't help myself, I love it so much, but I just want to be a great teacher to my kids. I don't want to be one of those horrible teachers that you all probably would have had when you were in primary school or elementary school or whatever it's called. I don't want to be one of those teachers. I want to be great for them and care about them and know them. So that's the biggest one. I also want to, this is probably going to be 2018, but I want to buy my first house. And kind of get my adult life going in terms of my relationship and stuff like that, which I'm sure you understand what that means, but we don't have to go into that because that's kind of a private thing. Anywho, yes, they're my resolutions for next year. And that was the 50 questions. This video was very off the cuff and quite raw, but sorry about the break in between too. It's a bit awkward because people were leaving and anyway. I would love to see all of you do this tag. I think it's a great video to do. Even if it is your first FlossTube video, I think it would be a great way to start your FlossTube channel to do this tag. It will get you into the new year, and then you can give us your monthly or weekly or bi-weekly updates, however much you want to do. I love these kind of things. I really loved Jessie Marie's video on it, hearing her opinion about all that kind of stuff, all of her favourite things, and I'd like to hear yours as well. I hope you managed to get through this video okay. And that it was not too boring. But yes, I'd love to see you post yours. If you do, make sure to tell me in the comments below and I'll watch it, or tag me on Instagram or Facebook, whatever. Yeah, have fun with it and I'll see you next time. Bye.